Hi all, this is Nish from Professional Visa and Education Services with some news update. Today I'm going to talk about the new proposed reform points test system for general skill migration visa, which we discussed in our earlier videos about what could be the potential changes the Department of Home Affairs is looking at in terms of proposing with the new points test system. The Grattan Institute has done some reporting and has published a few days ago about their view in terms of what are they proposing, what are the recommendations, and what are the area that the Department of Home Affairs should be focusing on when they introduce the new reform general skill migration system. Well, this is again just a recommendation. Potentially some of these points may or may not be implemented in the actual points test system when it will be implemented, which is replacing the current points test system for the general skill migration visa. Grattan Institute has talked about the new proposed points test system. The report is quite enormous, and just going through each reporting topic will be quite extended long video in terms of what changes that we might expect. Currently, the points test system is more around age, qualification, PT, NAATI, professional year program, and your work experience in a nominated occupation, partner points, and so on. Now, with the new proposed points test system, has age category, English category, education, your skill work experience in Australia or overseas, and also high paying Australian jobs with 1 year minimum experience or with the job offer, and credential community language, which is the NAATI, and also partner skills. Now, previously, there has been a lot of discussion about what things could be abolished in terms of points tests and what things could be added on. Now, in terms of age category, well, the proposed points for the age category is 18 to 20 is about 95 points. From 21 to 29 is 100 points. So it looks like this is the most important age bracket, which will give you the most points out of this particular category, which is 100 points. So 21 to 29, and each age after that, so 30, 31, 32, 33, all the way to 45, the points will decrease by 5. So which means if you're 30, 95, 31, 90, 32, 85, and so on. Now the English, if you have excellent English, which is commonly known as superior English at this point of time, you get 90 points for superior English. And then also if you have proficient English, you get 45 points for that. Education, so PhD is 60 points. And there is a category called bachelor's degree or higher from a top 20 globally ranked universities, 45. Now the funny part about this is, if you look at the methodology that the government is going to use in order to ascertain whether or not this particular university is from the top 20 globally ranked university, the data suggests there is not a single university in Australia which falls into this category at the moment. I'm not sure why that particular degree is there. However, this will be beneficial for someone who has done the degree from other universities, not in Australia, who are ranked as 20 globally ranked university or top 20 globally ranked university. If it's normal bachelor's degree or higher is 30 points, certificate 3 or higher is 15. The other thing that was highlighted is occupation that is in level 1, 2 or 3 would require a skill assessment. Now, I don't know if that means the other occupation may not require a skill assessment. It's a little bit ambiguous at this point in time, but again, we can be confident that skill assessment will play a big part of the role. In the same report, they did talk about potential Australian federal government funding in order to streamline the skill assessing authority in Australia. Other category is the skill work experience. So if you have 2 years minimum overseas Australian work experience in skill level 1, you get 50 points. And if you have 2 years experience minimum overseas or in Australia in skill level 2, you get 15 points. Now, if you have a high paying Australian job, which is if you've been working minimum 1 year in that particular occupation, it doesn't particularly talk about has to be in your nominated occupation. All it talks about is if it's high paying job. Essentially, you could be working in any field. If you make $120,000, you get 90 points. $105,000 is 70 points, 90,000, 50, 80,000, 40, and 70,000 will get 30 points. Now, this is a very gray area when it comes to the job offer. And Tasmania had the similar situation in the past where they just used to nominate people with the job offer. There was a lot of documents that had an integrity issue when it comes to job offer. And then I'm not sure how the Department of Home Affairs will be doing the scrutiny check on this job offer, because the volume of the application will be quite high, claiming the $120,000 per year if it all comes down to job offer. Now, in the same report, they talked about abolishing NAATI points, NAATI translator or interpreter points. But then on the same reports, the proposed points also carries NAATI accredited community language 20 points. Yes, we talked about the partner skills in our previous video. The partner hasn't been given good points. Until now, if you have a partner that is below 44, have a skill assessment in the same occupation as yours in the same table, and then have 6 in each band in English, they can contribute maximum 10 points. But now with this particular proposed new recommendation is with the partner skill, if they have an excellent English, which is superior English, they can contribute up to 60 points. And then if they have proficient English, they can contribute 40 points. They can also contribute points if they have education. So bachelor's degree or higher is 30 points. And certificate 3 and above is 15. If they're single, they get 90 points. So we're really to offset the single points. Now you have to have a partner who has an excellent English and at least has a bachelor's degree or higher. So I'm not sure even if that area is fair, because at this point in time, if you're single, they get 10 points. But if you have a partner, they don't have to get a superior English to get a 10 points. They can just do a skill assessment, 6 in each band and below 44. They should be able to offset that 10 points. I'm not sure how is it rewarding the skill partner in that fashion, because the single people are getting 90 points from that category. If you have a skill partner, well, the maximum you can get is 90 points. That is in combination of excellent English, which is the 8 in each band, combined with the bachelor's degree or higher, which is 30 points. Well, there are recommendations at this point in time. Not sure whether or not Department of Home Affairs will listen to this recommendation, but many areas seems to be not connecting with the practical world, especially that skill, work experience, high-paying Australian jobs. That's the area that could be exploited. And we have seen whenever there is a criteria that can be easily exploited by migrants, then there's one party that will be unfairly treated, even though they've been working generally in the occupation, and the other party just exploiting the system's been rewarded with the points and all that kind of stuff. In the past, we have seen that. Now, in terms of how the points will be awarded and what are the things that could be abolished, I just want to talk about that. Well, the points for Australia and regional studies, like if you have studied in Australia for 2 years, now currently you're getting 5 points. And if you have studied 2 years in regional studies, currently you're getting additional 5 points, which is the bonus 5 points. Professional year program, specialized education, what they're proposing, this should all go. They're also proposing the NAATI should go in the same report, but then they're proposing that the NAATI might give you 20 points. It's a little bit ambiguous there as well. Now, the minimum points that you need to have in order to apply for expression of interest will be 300. We're currently sitting at 65 points. And there is another avenue for the applicants with at least 400 points. They are guaranteed to get an invitation for a visa application. When we do the maths, in terms of who will guarantee get the 400 points, these are the cohort of the people sitting at age bracket of 21 to 29. With 100 points with excellent English, and if they have a partner with excellent English and bachelor's degree or higher, I think they will be easily in this bracket at 400. Look, I think the points is very much focused into the age, which is 21 to 29, and the rest is very, very confusing and ambiguous at this point of time. How the government is planning to go down to level of detail. There's so many scenarios when it comes to general school migration visa, which we have been looking at it. And I know that some area has been quite fair on those people who has done the qualification. But again, the same report talks about rewarding people with the good education score. But I don't see that in the table that has been proposed to the Department of Home Affairs. But again, I thought I might just bring up this news because there might be some of these components might be implemented on the Department of Home Affairs reform on the points test system for general school migration visa. If you want to have a look, I will put the link of the Grattan Institute proposed points test in this video comment. So please feel free to have a look. You can start a bit of a forum in the comment section whether or not if you think this particular model will work for Australian employment shortage and labor shortage. But again, that's what it's been proposed in the reports, and I thought I'll just bring it out to you quickly. In relation to the other nitty-gritty of critical, essential and specialized occupation, there is some talk about the essential workers in this particular points test system as well. We will bring it out to you when we have more clarity in terms of how that actually resonates when it comes to applying for permanent residency. Thanks for watching. My name is Nish again from Professional Visa and Education Services. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks guys for watching an amazing video here at Professional Visa and Educational Services. Migration is a process, not a problem. Allow Professional Visa and Educational Services to help you go through that process. It's been an amazing time to just give. How can we provide value to you? You want to come to Australia, your family wants to come to Australia. There's so many updates, so many changes that are happening. So please guys, wherever you're from, Kenya, Nepal, wherever in the world, and you want to come to Australia, Professional Visa and Educational Services are here to guide you through that process. So link in the description, you'll be able to get in touch and book your appointment, and you get a free consultation call. Why not take a free consultation visit here in the office so you can get started on your journey today? We'll see you in the next video.